Alright, hello everybody, my name is Josie and welcome back to Tangle Tower. So after reviewing my last video, I realized that the first video and the second video I made on this game have a very big missing chunk of what I had done around like 2 years ago. And I'll be completely honest, that is because of an editing mistake that I made at first and I just didn't catch. So this whole time, I've had like a little bit more progress than I actually showed, which was, if I remember correctly, we just met, what's it called? I think Freya's father? So, but not much. I do apologize for that though. It might have been kind of incoherent, so that's why. Alright, let's get into this. Poppy's bedroom is unlocked.
I wonder what's in there.
Let's go. Kind of want to see what's in there. Poppy looks kind of like a goth, so I'm guessing like black. Yeah, pretty much what I expected. Kind of looks like Raven's room from Teen Titans.
That is the bed of a vampire.
I thought vampires slept in coffins.
This is a vampire who needs firm support for their lower back.
It's a really nice bed. I think my girlfriend really wants one of these like curtain beds, so it looks nice to me.
A single red rose. How very traditional.
Yeah, weird.
Pendulum on the floor, or what's it called? Pentagram, not pendulum.
Ah, yes, a giant symbol drawn in chalk on the floor.
I was just gonna summon a demon.
Always a good omen.
It's an eye.
There's eyes everywhere.
Various handmade posters.
What do you think those symbols mean?
Hopefully, nothing.
Octopus.
It's an octopus.
No, it's not. It has 6 legs, not 8.
That's true. I noticed that.
Don't say it.
Sextopus.
Okay. Let's see. Anything on the floor? Any papers?
Sheet music.
It's
Presumably.
only a few notes. I'd barely even call that music.
Yeah, it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason.
Okay. Yeah. Sheet music has been framed and is decorated with delicate old-fashioned illustrations. Okay. I can't read music, so this means nothing to me, but... Let's see, anything on the desk?
There's a name
piano?
for this kind of piano. You know, these ones that stand upright.
A piano? Is there a different name for these pianos? I don't know much about pianos. Oh, there's a
A
lock.
big glass door leads out into a garden. Somehow.
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
Same lock that Fitz has? Yeah. Oh, shoot, wait. If I remember correctly, I can do the other one. Hold up. Maybe if I do the one that Fitz had, which was like this, right?
Something happened.
Oh! Yo, absolutely big brained.
That must be it.
I'm the greatest in the world. Greatest detective.
And the door's still locked.
Never mind.
I still feel like we made some sort of progress.
Okay, so I guess it's like a multi kind of thing. Let's see if I can try
Didn't
it
we
again.
solve this already?
We did, but the door's still locked.
Okay. I guess I'll leave that for later.
Anything in the wardrobe?
Dresses mostly. I never realized there are so many shades of black.
Yeah, man, black's a nice color.
Oh, thank goodness, there are 7 lit candles. Wouldn't want it to be dark in here.
I don't see anything else.
Empty.
Yeah, I think that's about it. Unless actually this one right here.
Gloomy.
But roomy.
Alright. I love their humor, man. I think that's everything here. Let's see, who else can we talk to? Yeah, on the first episode, after the first episode, I had met this guy. He's kind of eccentric. He likes making painting or little like sculptures and stuff. But there wasn't much anything interesting things about him. Let's see, aviary. Oh, okay, that makes sense. You're the bird girl. What is this?
Check out that butterfly.
Looks evil.
Wow, judgmental.
No, it definitely does look evil. Let's talk to her.
Oh, just beautiful. What is it?
Huh?
Sort of a delicate jade, but with a little seafoam green, is that right?
Sorry?
Your hair, dear! Which shade do you use? It's lovely! And that shape. You're really pushing the envelope.
Oh, thanks. I do what I can to offset Grimoire's beige on brown ensemble.
Detectives don't need to be brightly colored. We prefer to blend into the background.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
you're the detective? Delightful. Penny Pointer, pleasure.
Is that short for Penelope?
Officially, yes, but I never can be bothered with all 4 syllables of it. Penelope sounds a little ostentatious coming out of the mouth, don't you think?
I think you're just dumb. You might just be dumb. I can't actually say the whole thing properly half of the time.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Exactly how I imagined her to be, I guess. Just kind of self-centered.
20-something, Aquarius, love to travel, and nearly all of my friends are birds.
Travel?
Crazy.
Where to?
Anywhere at
woman.
all, as long as it has species worth studying. Ornithology, they call it. I call it the only thing I've ever been good at.
And have you studied the birds here at Tangle Tower?
But of course! Where else do you think I developed my love of the field? No matter where I go, I always find myself coming home to Tangle Tower.
Because of the birds.
Oh, no, because of him! Silly to admit, but I suppose I can't bear for us to be apart.
Who are you talking about?
Oh, don't you know? My fiancé, dear Fitz. He's not really the traveling type, you see.
Fitz Fellow.
The very one.
You're engaged to a member of the Fellow family? That's interesting.
I'm not especially interested in whatever tedious feuding goes on between our 2 families. Fitz and I find it much
Fitz?
easier to stay out of it altogether.
Yeah, I'm calling BS, man. Fitz does not like you.
I
Unless
awoke
they're having like a
early
little
and headed down
affair?
into the greenhouse to see Fitz.
Oh man,
He's
I
always
guess
there.
that's why
Crack of
he
dawn,
didn't
every morning like
actually mention
clockwork.
that Poppy was
How
with
come?
him all
It's
those
where
times.
he's happiest.
Hmm.
That and he has a great deal of work to do every day. Watering, pruning, mulching, whatever that is.
Do you help him with the work in the greenhouse?
Oh, no. I wouldn't dream of it. I'd probably break something.
So, you stayed with Fitz the whole day?
No. In the early afternoon, he went back inside. Rather suddenly, as it happens.
Did he say why?
He didn't. Probably just a touch of heat stroke, the poor dear. He's more delicate than you'd think.
What did you do after that?
Let's see. I returned to the aviary to feed my birds.
And how many birds are you responsible for?
Officially 4, but in truth it's more like 400.
Can they not feed themselves?
Of course, and they often do. But I think they just like the company. As do I. Sometime in the evening, I left the
Oh,
aviary and
okay.
headed back towards
Alright, I take
my
everything
room.
back. I feel
But
bad for
In
her.
the hall, I spotted Uncle
Oh,
Pointer
she didn't
heading
deserve
down
that.
the stairs. He
She
was
looks so
muttering
sad.
something. Seemed a bit upset, the poor dear. I followed him down, but the grand hall was empty by the time I got there. Empty aside from Detective Hawkshaw, who was loitering over by the library. I don't know what it was, but she looked a little lost. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the Fellow Tower. I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path. For some reason, he was coming out of Fitz's bedroom. He looked rather lost, too. I told him I was looking for Uncle. He suggested we look up in Flora's tower room. We could see from the hallway. The door was off its hinges. I knew then something was terribly wrong. A moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya. Uncle Pointer was there. Fitz, too, standing over in the corner with Fifi and Poppy.
What about Flora?
Of course, silent as ever. Uncle suggested we should leave. Give the others some space, you know. So he and I both returned to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Okay.
We can
Alright.
get into Penny's room now.
Interesting.
Now, right now?
I don't remember the statement that Felix gave me, but I don't know if that coincides. So, you know what? Especially... Alright, Penny's room unlocked. No, later. I'll come back to that. First, I kind of want to recap on Felix, because I don't remember his statement at all. I know he was
It was
kind
dusk. A feeling
just very
lingered
big
in
guy,
the
but-
air. Malevolent.
Oh man, that does look really sad.
Uncertain.
Unless he's sleeping. He's just sleeping.
As
Okay.
life itself.
Abridged version,
Let's see.
please.
Statement.
Right. Fine. I heard someone heading down the stairs, just outside my room. The footsteps were calm, orderly, so I thought nothing of it. Shortly
Thank you.
afterward, I heard a second set of footsteps, going the same way. This time I could tell just from the sound that something was wrong. So I looked out into the hallway. I got a glimpse of Poppy disappearing down the staircase to the floor below. Didn't know what to make of it, to be honest. I thought perhaps she'd had a disagreement with Fitz, as I know those two are close. So I looked into his room, just in case, but it was empty, as was the garden beyond his window. Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer, so I escorted her. We went into Flora's room. Poor Freya was laying on the floor. Fiona, Poppy, Fitz, and Pointer were there already. Flora, too, of course. Soon enough, everyone else made their excuses and left.
Including you?
Not I. I stayed. Flora needed me.
Good husband. Okay. So, okay, that's kind of interesting. I do remember, Poppy saying something about going back down to tell, I think it was, who was it? Any names? No, Poppy, yeah, she went to go tell Fifi, and I think Fitz went to go tell Hawkshaw, so that kind of fits? No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because Fitz said that he went to go tell Hawkshaw about it afterwards. So if he left first... Excuse me. Okay, let's see. Where else? Let's go... This is her room, I'm guessing? Yeah, I'm guessing this is her room. Penny. Okay. Let's see, books.
A little bedtime reading?
Let's see. Romance novels, detective novels, and
What?
this one appears to be both.
Nice.
Okay. Tea? Tea for
A little
two?
tea set. Looks recently used.
One of the cups has tea in it.
What's in the other one?
Birdseed.
Oh my lord. She's so lonely. I feel bad for her.
That's some flower.
There's something weird about it. It just feels out of place.
It looks like her. A brightly colored flower with an unusual shape. It looks very healthy and well looked after. The soil in the pot looks fresh and moist. It's also an unusual blue color. Yeah, it looks just like her. Yeah, it does. Let's see, what else? Anything interesting besides the birds? Let's see.
It's a birdhouse.
Are those real birds?
Look closer. Oh,
Nope.
shoot.
They're wooden.
Okay.
They're using up all the perches. What if a real bird wanted to use it?
Let's see. Swap the position of the 7 birds. Okay. How? Let's see. I'm guessing this one goes in the middle because it looks at me. This one goes here, looks there. That one goes there. And then what? It's like the cycle of maybe? Maybe it's like a cycle. This one goes here. No. So that one would go here. This one would go here, then that one. Then that one? Like this?
Nope.
There must be some logic to how the birds are arranged. Something to do with those white lines.
I guess that's wrong.
It's a family tree. The colors and eyes combine as they go down the family line.
The eyes and colors combine as they go down the family tree.
You'll need to start with blue and yellow at the top.
Okay, alright. Are we serious? So the colors and eyes combine. Oh my god, are you serious? It's just the color, it's just color theory. Are you serious? Okay. Blue and yellow. It's like this then.
I guess that's
No?
It's a
wrong.
family tree.
Hold on.
The colors and eyes combine as they You'll need to start with blue and yellow at the top.
Blue and yellow make green. Green and white. Like this?
I got it.
Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Oh, that makes so much sense. I would never have gotten that though. That's so niche.
I'm impressed.
Don't be. You basically gave me the answer.
Did the door open? What's in there?
Let's see. Now I'll get her. A red piece of paper crumpled into a ball. Red flower petals were found inside. A message is angrily scrawled onto the paper. Now I'll get her. Yeah, it's probably Poppy. Oh, maybe not. Okay, the way that I'm seeing it is because if she has this red petals, it's probably either Poppy or Penny saying this. And I'm guessing that the reason why Freya was caught in the middle of it was because she witnessed something. I'm not sure. Just pure speculation. I'm guessing that's everything in this room though. Let's take a look. I'll go up here. Astronomy tower. Alright. I don't know what character you remind me of.
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The stars. They're whispering. So quiet, and yet so loud.
What are they whispering about?
He's so whimsical.
Are they spreading rumors about us?
Yes.
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance. We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Mm-hmm. Could this speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Percival
Seems like
Pointer.
this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality, as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
Okay. Okay.
Me? Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
Oh no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return, nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the cosmos I say hi.
Okay. You know what? One little thing I was thinking about while he was talking. In all of these recollections, I hear, and he'll probably explain this himself here soon enough, but in every recollection, he is already headed towards the tower, almost as if he either saw something or knew it was already going to happen. So I just kind of want to keep that in mind.
The day began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the Fellow Tower later that evening.
Okay, what was it? Because, yeah, they're bringing up exactly what I was just talking about. What was the stroke of fate?
I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening, but at one point I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is Fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
Okay, kind of suspicious. Seeing as how I don't remember, and I could be wrong. I could just be like awfully remembering this. I don't remember Poppy mentioning anything about that. I thought that they had just gone up and he was already there. So if she grabbed him, his story's kind of inconsistent. Or if she didn't grab him, his story's inconsistent. That's wrong. Let's see. I'll share this with him.
Well now, that is most definitely none of my business. Quite possibly none of yours either.
Okay, whatever.
Curious creature, isn't it? Some sort of amphibious bipedal fishman.
Playing a trumpet.
Playing a trumpet, yes.
I want to see if they know anything about the statues and stuff, yeah.
A very old statue indeed. I'd recommend you leave it well alone. The poor fellow's in bad enough shape as it is.
Okay, okay.
These were drawn by Freya. She must have drawn that one of Hawkshaw rather recently.
I guess.
Here's a thought. Do you suppose the paintbrush could be the murder weapon? After all, it was found at the scene, right next to Freya's body.
I guess it's possible.
No, I don't think so. Not at all. Maybe secret diary? I think he's gonna tell me
A
the same.
diary can be a wonderful outlet for an outpouring of one's soul.
How do you know it's a diary?
I suppose I don't, but it does look like a diary.
Okay, open letter.
Where on earth did you find that?
It was in a bush outside. I think someone threw it away.
How peculiar.
Okay, no actual information. Okay, what's this?
That's all the statements.
Okay.
Let's go over them all.
Alright, let's do it. Yeah, that's a perfect idea. Alright. I think that's going to be the end of this episode. I think like I said last episode, I'm trying to make these a little more shorter. I'm going to shoot for like 25 minutes, I think. I think that's a good range for these episodes, especially since there's actually, it seems to be not that much content to this game. For maybe longer length games, I might make it like 40 minutes, but I'll try to stick to like 20 to 30 minutes for these. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.